Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Thank you guys for all the comments, the feedback that I got. It's really been great. Welcome to all of my new subscribers to the channel. Hope you're enjoying the push videos that I've been coming out with and the teams. Today we're going to be looking at the Lightbearer team, going through the tower, going through the campaign. Still stocking up all my scrolls and my gems for a summoning event right at the end of the Halloween event. So be prepared for that. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Lightbearer team. The team itself is comprised of Belinda, which I have Legendary Plus. I have Lucius, who just hit Legendary, so he's been getting up there. Second tank, Australia, which I don't use on any of my accounts, so seeing how well she does. Thane, don't use as well. And of course, the free Rosaline that we got. Rosaline is a great combo, so we're going to go ahead and get her gear up a little bit. Rosaline goes hand in hand with Chimera, but Rosaline on this account I use with Belinda, and the double AoE damage that she does is actually exceptional, as you'll see. She can actually bring down a group of like 3 heroes in one hit. So we'll go ahead and we'll push through the campaign first and see how far we can. This one I swap up the tank, again, just like the Muller video, always putting my strongest tank when I have to fight Isabel, because I know at this level she does do a ton of damage. And it looks like this might not be a great start, but as you can see there, Belinda just melts 2 people right off the bat. Then the damage she just does, the AoE, it's going to be close. Oh, first video not looking too good, or first campaign run. We're on 9-28, so getting further in stage 9, or in chapter 9. So hopefully we can get through this. I know I usually give them 2 or 3 attempts. Once I'm kind of stuck at a stage, that's where I stay. But like I said, switching up the tanks a little bit does make a big difference. And it looks like almost the same team comp, so hopefully we can get them down. Yeah, it looks like this one we got. Lucius is still full health. All right, so 9-29 now. So that was 28. And that's where I've been getting a majority of my gems. On the accounts, running multiple accounts, I've been doing all of my bounty boards. I've been running the labyrinth. I ran 5 labyrinths today, which was actually pretty fun between all the accounts. So it's good to see the signature items in the labyrinth, or not the signature items, the relics. Because there's relics that are specific for a faction. Well, it makes a big difference when you're only running that faction. Which unfortunately, for this one, I thought I would have a lot better luck. Lilith really has a big, big love for the Lightbearers, as you've seen from them doing Risby just got released, Rosaline got released, Gwyneth got released shortly. They gave us a free Rosaline, they gave us a free Gwyneth, they just gave us a free Lucius. So looking at the love that Lilith gives to the Lightbearers is kind of amazing to see the amount of stuff that you get. None of the other factions I've seen that much love in any game, honestly. But as you can see, just switched up my tanks there, made a difference, pushed to 930. And again, here it makes a big difference on where they're kind of staged at right now, especially with Lucius being a higher tank and being a shielding tank, where Australia is more of a burst damage class. She's really good to use. I know Veden, especially on the lower levels, is really tough to deal with when he goes to that bat form. But as you can see there, Belinda just melts him right down. One shot, I believe it was at full health. And again here, when you're fighting a Kaz or when you're fighting an Isabel, it's really good to have Lucius as a tank. He seems to be able to take a lot of the damage. And right there just melts down. Isabel melts, or Belinda just melts down 2 of them. And third one right there taking down Isabella. And shield, and Kaz gets immune and dodges a lot, but as you can see, Belinda there with 5 kills again. 5 kill rampage. Which most of these you'll see that she's the big carry DPS, and swapping the tanks out there again to deal with Veden. Especially with the Arden Veden combo, it's pretty difficult to deal with. But I want to make sure that trying to keep him alive, and unfortunately this one is going to be maybe... Oh, she almost took them all out. That was close, but they did get the heal out. So burst damage, you want to see who you really want to get down. Again, switching them. So where Naru is not going to be able to kill Lucius, Australia on the bottom does take a truckload of damage. Doesn't seem to have the same tanking ability as some of the higher level tanks. But as long as we can get Veden down, usually might not be able to get him down this one either. This might be another stage to take a look at, hopefully. So we got the healer down. Lucius is super just OP with his healing ability. Unfortunately, there we lose Belinda. So, yep, another defeat. Naru is really hard. So this one I actually swapped Thane to the bottom just because it'll help relieve some of the damage that my tank is taking, because he'll actually absorb some of it. So Veden just goes right to the back line. Hopefully we can get him down. That's going to be the big part. And it looks like we got Veden down. So this should be a win on the third attempt with Veden down. And being early game, don't remember that much of it, but I definitely know the skills and abilities now of the heroes. And Veden is very tough to deal with. And of course, in Sylvana as well. As you can see, goes over there and almost one-shots Rosaline as she's moving to her other target. And Australia just goes down again. I've noticed this combo works really well. Even mid and end game is putting Belinda behind Lucius just because he has the ability to tank so much. And it looks like this might be another defeat. So Lightbearer Team I thought would do a lot better than this, would push a lot farther. I think maybe once I get Thane up a little bit or grab one or two other Lightbearers, someone that can tank a little bit better. And I've heard so many good, solid, strong things about Australia, which I know I pronounce names horribly, but it looks like this time we're going to get it down. And with some of these, a lot of people have said, oh, I'm stuck on a stage. Staying with a pretty decent team comp, maybe switching around one or two of your heroes, but the core heroes stay pretty similar. Also, a lot of it's RNG. Like a lot of people have said, I've ran the same battle 20, 30, 40 times. Never won. And then finally you run it once and that's it. You just fly through it, all 5 heroes alive. And it's easy and you continue on from there. Some of the stages you do get stuck on, but this one seems like it's going to be pretty easy. As long as I can keep Lucius up, Belinda can do her damage with Rosaline attached to her. It's just falling short when one of my tanks go down. So it looks like this one, Veden's coming. Get everyone shielded up, and it looks like Rosaline already died. And one thing with Belinda too is looking at this team comp. It's really interesting to have because when Australia kind of pushes everybody together, you can get them grouped up for Belinda to AoE. Which again, we'll switch up the team comp here. Arden's roots just really take you out of the battle. And team goes down pretty quick on this one. But still got a good amount up. Hopefully we can get... If we can get Arden down. Nope. This might be the stopping point. Let's see, because right off the bat, they pretty much kill Thane because he is still super low. I believe is only elite. So I do need someone to replace him, as well as the one tank that's not doing the best. So that'll be it. We'll stop it right here. Getting ready for the summons in a couple days, and then we'll push more with the Lightbearers. But I did want to go through the tower, which I haven't done the tower on this team very much. I believe all of my teams are around level 100, which I believe they're, 103. So we'll go ahead and swap. The old team we had in was Hedrick, and we had one other, but I know we didn't have any Falks. And one thing about this team that's going to be strong is once they start getting a little more endgame, or I do pick up Falks, is he's one of the keys to CCing or getting rid of Brutus's shield. So there you can see Belinda just took everybody out. We'll push 105. Chaos is another one to look out for, just because he hits the back line with his throwing axes. But looks like it's going to be another easy one here. 4 kills for Belinda. So just burning through the tower. It looks like we have quite a bit more power than them. I think about 10k. Yeah, see how they were all grouped there? She hit all 3 of them, killed all 3 of them. So never underestimate the power of Belinda. I know a lot of people use her instead of Shamira for the AoE ability. Because not only does she do a massive AoE that hits an area, I know Shamira does hit everybody, but with her AoE, it can do more precision damage because the damage does increase with the amount of times it hits a target. And also when it hits she also has the ability to buff, as you've seen there. So she's actually buffed, I believe, herself, and she buffed Rosaline, which, as you've known from some of my other videos, Rosaline does do a ton of damage, even against bosses. So getting her up is vital to increasing the caster's damage. Haven't ran her with anybody else, just Shamira and Belinda. But Lucius is healing there. And then same thing, she would have taken out 2 or 3 targets. And the last one she'll destroy as well. So right now, with her being Legendary Plus, she is the strongest on the Lightbearer team. That's why she's doing so well. And she's level 140, where the rest of the team is 100 or 120. So hopefully saving up all my faction scrolls from the Halloween event to use for summoning, saving up all of my gems, saving up everything that I've gotten. And there she was, 5 kills, rampage again. 20 more elite soul stones, which are awesome. Been banking them as well. Collecting all my gems up from the labyrinth. So hoping to push a lot of progression probably over the next week or 2. Looks like this one's going to be another pretty easy win. And again, 5 rampage with 5 kills, her and Rosaline together to not only increase her damage, but increase Rosaline's damage, and then buffing both of themselves up. Shows to be just devastating running through the tower. Even though I know it's still a pretty low level of the tower. When you get to the 200s and 300s, it gets a lot more difficult. But it's really good to run it with the faction team. Like I said, 2 of the heroes that I have in this comp, I really don't use and have never used. But Sylvana right there, as you can see, she hopped over to kill Rosaline. Rosaline just walked away to go with Belinda. So Sylvana just started attacking the tanks because Rosaline wandered away. And it'll happen in a couple ones. This one, same thing, swapping my strong tank. That's going to take a lot of damage from Isabella and Chaos. So making sure that Lucius is up top so he can block the damage, heal the damage, and use his abilities. And we'll just melt. That's it. Belinda just killed the whole team up there. And now the teams are getting stronger. Now they're about 40k above me, where when we started, I was about 20k above them. So the progression in the tower does go pretty quick. We've only ran through a couple floors, I believe 5 or 7. I think around 7 floors now. But love the progression, love the King's Tower, especially when you unlock the faction towers, which, as you can see there in the bottom, I do have a couple other legendary heroes from different factions that I'm not going to use, but have been leveling them up for the Gladiators competition, so fighting in there, as well as the faction towers. So you're actually going to need teams all across the board in the faction tower. So popping them into the resonating crystal to get their level up, and then pushing the towers that way. Not exactly sure when the faction towers unlock, but even seeing there's Belinda again with her just massive AoE damage. It's going to be a pretty solid push in the tower. We're at 118, so I believe that's already 10 floors, which I'm very happy about. I believe that's 3 kills for Belinda already. This looks like it'll be another win. So that's 11 floors in the tower. The tower just gives you so many stones, so much gold, which I mean is super vital. Hero's Essence, you pretty much get everything. And I just passed my Mauler team, if you didn't see there, in the little corner. So added them through chat. So put them in chat and added all my teams. So added them to the friends list so I can kind of track and follow where the teams are. So far, I believe the biggest progression has been the Wilder team, which I kind of expected. If you've seen the Wilder comp or the Wilder videos, when you put Namora with Arden, with Leica, and Iran is just a monster when it comes to CC and damage, which we'll be doing our Wilder push probably tomorrow, thinking tomorrow or Tuesday for the Wilder push, and then getting ready to do the summons. And 20 more elite soul stones, so that's already 40 that I already pulled out of the tower, as well as a ton of gold, so 121. I started at 108. That's 13 floors already. But now, like I said, it incrementally gets a lot tougher to get through these floors. But seems like we're doing pretty well. This one might. Isabella's always tough with her AoE damage. Yep. Belinda just melts her down again. If you're not using Belinda, she's so strong. Not even just situationally with her AoE damage, but also as you do get her on higher levels, she buffs quite a bit. But it looks like this is going to be the team that's going to destroy us. So we'll give it one more shot, see if we can progress, because now they're about 90,000 power above us. So making a big difference, but we did switch up the team comp there quite a bit. Swap Belinda behind Lucius again to try to take this team down. I was a lot closer there. Their Belinda team, their Belinda had the rampage there. So not too far away from unlocking the signature items though. So hopefully that'll be pretty soon, and that'll make a huge difference, especially, well, this one we might actually win. It's looking good so far, as long as we can keep Lucius up. Yep, it looks like this one we're going to pull it out. So trying it a couple different ways. Like I said, when it comes to the team comp, seeing what works. Lucius can take a lot more damage than my other tank, so just swapping them over, making it work. Changing the team comp, but this is going to be, yeah, this is going to be the end of it for the tower. So pushed quite a few floors from 108 to 123. It's not too bad. So this will be the stopping point for the team. We'll go ahead and make sure that we collect all of our stuff. Daily quests, definitely keep everything going. Keep the gems coming in. As you can see there, we just got a couple hundred gems for finishing the tower floor. So let me know what you guys think of the team videos. Very excited to be making them. Love making the videos, and thank you guys for watching.